Hey guys, my name is Lazeric Phillips. I hope you all are having a great night today. Today I will be informing you guys on a poetry album. Since I'm a journalism major, writing is a very big deal to me. Writing, my thought process. So I decided I would talk about that today for my informative speech. A poetry album is just like a musical album. A musical album has videos, the music, of course. And, it has a message throughout the whole thing. But the difference between a poetry album and a musical album is instead of music, it would be written, or like you will hear my voice like a voiceover or something. As the poem is I will be reading the poem, and you will see the visual of it as I'm reading it. You will see the visual will be however I feel, whatever my imagery perspective is. Once I've created the whole project, you will see that. Okay, first I pick out the type of poem that I want to talk about. Like, it's different type of poems. You have ballads. A ballad is like, how a song is, but instead it's in a poem form. A sonnet, you have a free write. A free write is basically anything you can write down. Whatever is on your mind, you just write that down. So, but basically, first you pick that. But I forgot something. First off, the poetry album that I'll be creating, it's a like a biography of my life. So when I say you will whatever comes to my head at that moment, or the motive behind it, you will kind of basically be seeing how I feel about different objectives in life, like love, heartbreak, just things that go on throughout the human life and things that we go through in general. I did a poem one time in high school for my poetry album that my high school teacher, because my high school teacher, Mr. Joe Baffert, he got us into doing a portfolio. And the portfolio consisted of different type of poems that we had to write, and he would score the whole thing. So I had this poem called Russian Roulette. It was, when you're doing Russian Roulette, you have to, the gun, whatever. So I had picked a poem and I wrote about that, but I instead of it being about the game, I related the game into life. You know how we go through our hardships, good things, obstacles through our life. We determine our fate. So, however you risk that, that would be on you. So that's just an example of a poem that I did once. Um, if I write a poem, well, when I write a poem, I like to put my all into it, or I'd be like, I don't like it. I like it to be iconic type stuff. So I'll write a poem. If I don't feel like this not matching up, I'll put it in my archives. And when I feel like writing again later, then I'll just pull it back out, finish, add it to the repertoire of that poem. And finally, after I'm done finishing writing everything for the poem, make sure everything's intact. That's when I go to the visual aspect. Okay, what do I want visually in this poem? How do I think my audience will receive this from me in this form? How would they be able to adapt and relate to it? So I think about all of that, and then I'll put my voice over. You have to put a certain voice to certain poems so many people can feel how you actually felt at that moment and at that time. And just like everything, it'll have, just like a musical album, it'll have a message. So you will mainly be getting the message like quickly. You will get the message of what I have to say. I don't have any sources to cite for this because as I stated in my informative speech outline, I said that I did this completely off my head. So I didn't have to go and look up anything to help me create this, because I'm a journalism major. So I just tried to use my journalism skills with all of this. And to wrap all of this up, I will be doing my conclusion now. I got everything pieced together. Since I'm a journalism major, I felt like this would be a perfect topic to talk about and speak on for myself. And yeah, I'm still creating the poetry album today. As today, I've been doing it ongoing maybe a year and a half now, just because I want it to be like perfection. even though it'll be my second one. But I just want to say yeah, and that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great night, a great evening. I hope your poems are coming along well, and there you go.